Number 14. My brother, a talented musician, is composing a new piece for the school orchestra. My brother, a talented musician, oops, I put my comma in there too soon. This one isn't a positive. A talented musician describes my brother. Is composing a new piece for the school orchestra. Orchestra is a tough word to spell. Be careful with that one. Full stop. So this one is a non-essential appositive. And that's the pink rule. The appositive is right there. Number 15. No, I do not want to see that movie. Always capitalize I. If you are upset, angry, you could use an exclamation point. If it's just an everyday thing, you can just use a full stop. And that is the yes, no, well, to rule. Number 16. Sarah's best friend, Emily, just moved back to town after living abroad for several years. Sarah, with an apostrophe S. Emily is the best friend that belongs to Sarah. That's the reason for that apostrophe. Emily is the best friend. So that is in a positive. Just moved back to town. This word to is not T-O-O. It's just T-O. After living abroad. What does that mean? Living abroad means living out of this country, in another country. Usually in Europe or Asia or somewhere across an ocean for several years. Full stop. So this one is an appositive. It was not essential that we know her name, and therefore we use the commas. She traveled from Los Angeles, California, to New York City, New York, in just 6 hours. She traveled from Los Angeles, capitalize city names, comma, there comes the state, capitalize California. It's in the middle of a sentence, so I'm going to use another comma. To New York City. That's a little unusual to have that city in there, but that's okay. Comma. New York is the state. It's in the middle of a sentence, so we use another comma. In just 6 hours. Full stop. So this comma set refers to place names. This is the dark green rule. So let me get a dark green highlighter and we'll mark those. All of those commas relate to place names. She wanted to go for a walk, but the rain started pouring down heavily. She wanted to go for a walk. That's a complete sentence. But, that's one of those boys fan conjunctions. Here comes the second sentence. Either of these sentences could stand alone, but we're joining them together. Started pouring down heavily. Full stop. And this is a compound sentence, which is the orange rule, comma before that conjunction. Number 19. The conference is scheduled for June 15, capitalize months of the year, comma after the day. It's in the middle of a sentence, so comma after the year. In New York City. Full stop. So this one is a date. That's the lighter blue shade of rule. So put a comma, comma. I like highlighting that whole thing. There's the rule. I'll go back in a minute and highlight all of them, but we won't take the time now. Number 20. The garden was filled with colorful flowers, comma, buzzing bees. This is a series of things. Chirping birds. Here comes that conjunction, one of the boys' fan words. And fluttering butterflies. Full stop. This is comma in a series. It's the lime green color. We have colorful flowers. It's one thing. Buzzing bees, two things. Chirping birds, three things. And fluttering butterflies, four things. We use the commas with two or more things in the list. And I'm going to have to roll on over to this page. You can keep writing where you are if you have room to do that. That was number 20, so let's do 21. The journey took them from London, England, capitalize London, comma, capitalize England, and this is in the middle of a sentence, so another comma, to Paris, France, same situation, comma after France, crossing through, this is a tough word coming up, picturesque. It's not a word I think I've ever tried to spell. I've seen the word, but countryside. Full stop. So you have two place names. That's our dark green color. We have London, England. 2 commas with that one, and then Paris, France, 2 commas with that one. Number 22. The tallest building in the city the skyscraper, that's a non-essential appositive. Gleamed in the afternoon sun. Full stop. Again, the skyscraper is a non-essential appositive. So we set it off with commas. Number 23. The team practiced diligently all week. That's a full sentence. And there's one of those boys' fan words. Here comes the second sentence. They were rewarded with a win. And I forgot to take off the exclamation point. This is a compound sentence. We are joining those two sentences at that conjunction. Number 24. They explored ancient ruins in Rome, Italy, city and country, in the middle of a sentence, and medieval, I have trouble spelling that word, so look at the correct spelling there, castles, in Edinburgh, Scotland, well, I just completely forgot to capitalize the name of that city. Edinburgh, Scotland. That's the country. In the middle of a sentence. During their European adventure. We will capitalize European because that refers to Europe, but not the word adventure. Full stop. So these are place names. I need that dark green color. Rome, Italy. Edinburgh, Scotland. And each of those get 2 commas because they're in the middle of the sentence. Number 25. Well, it may be time to start exercising. And this one feels to me like strong emotion. Wouldn't have to do strong emotion, but I'm going to use it here. I like to mix it up. And this is the yes, no, well, to rule. So after that word well, we put a comma. Number 26. We're planning to visit. That's a contraction. Word doesn't make sense. We're planning to visit Paris, France. Capitalize the city and the country. It's in the middle of the sentence. On September 5, comma, 2024, full stop. So we have a place name, which is our dark green. We have 2 commas because it's in the middle of the sentence. And then we also have the date, which is the lighter blue. We only have 1 comma because we have that full stop. It's at the end of the sentence. And number 27. Yes, I did finish my homework. Full stop. And this is the yes, no, well, to rule. So we have a comma after yes. And let me just go back. Oh, do I want to do that? I don't think I am going to go back. I was going to go back and highlight the whole thing, but I think it's good the way it is. So lots and lots of practice on using commas. This is pages 1 and 2. These are pages 1 and 2 in the writing notebook. Most of them will not have this much writing. Just we had a lot of rules and we had a lot to learn there. So I'll see you in the next video when we work on another skill. Bye-bye.